Have you ever looked at your life and thought, why is everything so boring? Why does everything feel the same? You wake up and go through the motions, and before you know it, another week has passed by, another day has passed by, another week has passed by, another month, another year. They've all passed without anything exciting happening. If that happens, it's because you're stuck in a cycle. And there's a harsh truth that comes along with that, is your life is boring because of you. The way you approach life, the way you handle challenges, the way you avoid discomfort, that's what's holding you back. Welcome back to another episode of Sweat Talk. My name's Chad, and today I'm gonna go over 8 reasons why your life is boring. But more importantly, I'm gonna go over how to fix it. If you wanna break out of that cycle, you have to want it as bad as you want to breathe. So I'm gonna go over eight reasons why your life feels dull and how to overcome those. The number one problem, these aren't in any real order of importance, but more so just numbered to keep track of them. So the first problem is you don't know how to listen. And that's one of the biggest reasons your life feels boring, is because you're not paying attention and you're not listening. And when I say that, I don't just mean you're not listening to what people say. You're not hearing other people. I'm talking about really listening. Because listening to others is the key to connecting with them. It's the key to learning new things and understanding somebody. That's how you gain a different perspective. Because when you don't listen, you miss out on opportunities. You're missing out on opportunities to build deep, lasting relationships. Those opportunities could be experiences or just life in general. Because the way we see opportunities and life in general is only a matter of perspective. And sometimes being able to change ours, being able to see something from a different angle, through a different lens, it will definitely help us in the future and understand one another at a much deeper, intimate level, allowing you to live life more fully. When you don't listen, you're constantly stuck in your own head. You're not able to be present in the moment. You're not hearing anything because you're too concerned with, what am I going to say next? And you're missing out on that opportunity to be present in the moment. And to fix this, you need to start practicing. You need to practice listening. When somebody's speaking to you, try to catch yourself if you start thinking about anything else, how you're going to respond, what you had for dinner, your stomach's upset from what you ate for dinner, and start practicing how to be a good listener. Focus on the person entirely, their tone, their body language, their mannerisms. Watch those cues, watch those subtle signs. Learn how to pick up on them. It seems like this is a skill that we've just lost over time. And it's a skill that diminishes, or it's a diminishing skill. You'll be amazed at how much more engaging a conversation can be. Hello, when you're truly tuned in. And this is going to make your life more interesting because you'll begin to connect with people on a far deeper, far more intimate level. The number 2 problem is you can't focus on one thing. We always try to multitask. Our lives get so busy, we feel that multitasking is the only way to get anything done. So you end up constantly jumping from one task to another, to another, to another, from one idea to the next. So you never fully commit to one thing. You never fully focus on one thing, one idea, one task. You just keep jumping back and forth, never finishing anything. And in turn, this scattered approach is killing your ability to ever be able to fully experience anything. When you're constantly scattered, you're always pulling yourself from here to there, and you're not able to focus on one thing at a time. You're not able to fully finish or complete anything to your desired outcome. You can't dive deep into anything, and that's why your life feels shallow. But the solution to that problem is simple as well. Dive deep into it by practicing deep work. Focus on one idea, one thing, one task at a time. Slow down and focus on that for a set amount of time, for a planned amount of time. Set a timer. Give yourself full attention for that time. Turn off all your reminders. Turn off all of your notifications. Get rid of all of that for whatever period of time that is that you set, and give it your full attention. Fully immerse yourself in that idea or task. Because fully immersing yourself in that is what leads to mastery. And mastery is what ultimately leads to fulfillment. And once you learn how to focus, that's going to lead to things becoming more fulfilling, more engaging and more meaningful. The number 3 thing is you avoid social interactions. If you're avoiding social interactions, you're missing out on one of life's greatest joys, the joys of connecting with others. Maybe you're introverted like me, or you've had negative experiences at some point over the course of your life. But avoiding these social interactions, it only deepens the isolation and the boredom that you experience. So to overcome this, learn how to challenge yourself and engage with others. A while back, one of the subscribers, he was saying that one of his non-negotiables on a daily basis is to interact with 3 strangers every day, and that's non-negotiable. He's going to interact with 3 people, 3 strangers, every single day, and through that exposure therapy, he's going to be able to better and increase his ability for overall interactions with others and better his skill at communication. Go to events, reach out to friends, join groups, go to the coffee shop, hell, go to the grocery store, go to a concert, and teach yourself how to interact with others. The idea is to push past or push through that discomfort of socializing, because it's through these interactions that we begin to experience life and grow in so many more ways. What do you guys think about this one? Isn't that something? Wow, dude. You'll see that the more that you connect with others, the more vibrant you'll become. And the more vibrant you become, the more exciting life begins to come. Problem number 4, you're a people pleaser. You say yes to things that you don't want to do because you think that that's what that person wants to hear. In turn, you're saying no to yourself for something else. Yo, here's another one. What, dude? There's some people over there taking wedding pictures. How amazing is that? You bend over backwards to please everyone around you. And over the years, through that process, you've lost what's truly important to you. You've lost what you truly want. And people pleasing keeps you in a cycle of inauthenticity and emptiness. But the solution to this one is simple. Learn your boundaries. Learn how to say no. Once you set your boundaries and you learn how to say no, you'll be able to begin prioritizing yourself, prioritizing your own needs, your own desires, and living life on your own terms. So it's time to break free of that habit of people pleasing and start doing what actually makes you happy. Because the more you focus on your own needs and desires, the more fulfilling and exciting your life will become. The 5th problem is you're afraid to get hurt. If you're living in constant fear of getting hurt emotionally, mentally, or physically, you're playing the game of life on easy mode because you feel you're comfortable. You're never going to be able to feel alive if you're always comfortable and you're always protecting yourself from what might be instead of discovering what will be. Pain and discomfort, failure, that's what creates all the highs and lows in life. And that's what makes the highs so much more elevating. Solution to this one, take risks. Whether it's putting yourself out there for a new relationship, a new career, trying something new, taking on new challenges, tackling life's challenges, you'll find that life actually gets interesting when you push past your comfort zone. You might get hurt, you might fail, but that's where the growth happens. And that's where life begins to get interesting. That's where the excitement in life lies. The 6th problem is you avoid conflict. And if you're constantly avoiding conflict, you're holding yourself back from the real growth in life. This conflict is a part of life. And it's not always a bad thing. It's how we set those boundaries and stand up for ourselves. And sometimes it's how we grow closer to others. So in order to fix this, you need to learn how to face conflict head on and change your perspective to seeing conflict as an opportunity for growth. You don't have to be aggressive, but you have to learn to stand your ground and express your own needs. When you start running from conflict, you'll find that life becomes more authentic, more rich. You'll be able to build stronger relationships and feel more confident in yourself, which leads into the 7th problem, is you're not being authentic. If you're not living a life that's true to you, of course it's going to be boring. Of course it's going to be you're going to feel mundane. Because when you're constantly putting on a front, you're living somebody else's life. You're not living yours. You're living the way you think you need to in order to fit in, which means you're living someone else's life, not yours. To do this, you need to learn how to be unapologetically you. Stop caring what other people think and start living in alignment with your own values, passions, and desires. When you're true to yourself, life becomes more exciting because you're finally living it for you. So finally, number 8, the biggest reason your life feels boring is because you're just simply playing it way too safe. You're not willing to step into situations that require courage, strength, maybe even aggression. There's a primal satisfaction in knowing how to defend yourself, handle a weapon, or how to stand up to challenges. The solution to this is you need to learn how to become dangerous, not in a reckless way, but in a way that gives you strength. Learn how to fight, learn how to shoot, learn how to stand up to challenges. When you teach yourself how to fight, or you teach yourself how to shoot, you teach yourself how to handle any weapon, you'll be able to handle any confrontation or conflict with confidence. You won't be scared. That asshole that treats you like shit, or that bully, whoever, whatever you want to call them, the bullshit that they bring, the shit they talk, it won't bother you anymore. And I mean, let's face it, adding a little bit of danger to your life, it makes it exciting. So why do you think your life is boring? It's not because of some external factors, some external reasons or excuses that we make up in our minds. It's because of how you're living, how you're avoiding challenges, how you're avoiding obstacles. You're holding back and you're just not living authentically. But the cool thing is you can overcome that. In order to overcome that, you have to want it as bad as you want to breathe. So start by practicing active listening. Focus on one thing at a time. Embrace those social situations, but break free of being a people pleaser. Learn how to face conflict, take risks, and finally, live your life authentically and embrace the joy of being powerful, that joy of being dangerous. Train yourself how to handle those hard times and you'll feel more alive than you ever have before. So if you made it this far, do me a favor and put dangerous in the comments section. Let me know who you are. Let's see all these people that actually have a desire to better their lives, to better themselves, that have the attention span to focus on something, one thing for 10 or 20 minutes, instead of moving on to the next reel or short or distraction that comes their way. So that's all I got for today, guys. I appreciate you showing up. I hope you're showing up for yourselves. I appreciate all of the overwhelming support that you guys are showing and giving. Thank you for spending your time on me and this channel. It truly does mean the world to me, and I hope it means the world to you as well. But with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.